Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. Tonight we're going for beer from a brewery whose name is quite lengthy and a bit of a mouthful. The brewery is called the Brewery of St Mars of the Desert, and the beer is this one. It is Clamp, and Clamp is a New England IPA with Mosaic and Waimea I think, yeah. And yeah, I cannot tell you an awful lot about it because there's very little information on the can. All I can tell you is the ingredients contain gluten and barley and oats as allergens. It's 5.4% ABV, and that is pretty much it. You know, I've got an indication of a couple of types of hop, and that's it. It's a ridiculously simple can. That's your label. As we go around, you get the barcode and gumph, and then it's silver. There's not a lot else at all on that there can. So I can't tell you an awful lot about it. It's not a brewery I've tried before, and they are based up in Sheffield, by the way. For anyone who's not familiar with them, I certainly wasn't until I picked it up yesterday. So let's crack her open, give it a try, and see what we think. Wow, that's a full can, very full can. Because as I opened it, it's kind of spewing out the top. There we are. So let's pour carefully. See what we get. That's quite lively. The aromas coming off the can are incredible. Yeah, so look at that. That is, well, I can the only indication of something coming through the other side when I'm looking at it is the shadow. There's nothing visible. That is as thick and as hazy as the day is long. It looks like pure fruit juice with what, a finger and a half of pretty blancmange-like head on it. Actually beer in the glass. Looks great, and the aromas, like I say, are phenomenal from what I can get from here. We've got pineapple by the bucket load, mango, orange. It is as tropical. It's tropical personified. It's just wonderful, and it looks amazing. I'm gobsmacked at how good that looks for 5.4%. It was 5.4, wasn't it? Yes, 5.4. So let's just top her off because there's a bit more in there, and now the head has given way. So we've got the tropical aromas. We've got a great head on it. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Nice. It's quite dry. I'm getting sort of sweet orange as the predominant flavour. It's thick, it's hoppy. There's a tiny little bit of booze in the flavour. Not massive, but it's certainly very, very, very tasty. So finish her off there. I've been careful because I think there's some sediment in here. I don't want to get too much of it. Don't want any lumps, if indeed there are any, but I want the best bits. There we are. Let's not waste it. So, like I say, sweet orange. Reasonable amount of bitterness for an NEIPA, and that's a dry finish that the hops just sort of translate through into that nicely. A little bit of melon, not a huge amount, thankfully. That kind of flavour that I'm getting coming through. And it's a nice body to it as well. It's medium, so just, well, slightly under medium in terms of body, but it's really, really tasty. I still can't get over how thick and juicy that looks, even for an NEIPA. It looks great, really, really does. I like the look of that. I love the aromas and I love the flavours. So the Clamp from the Brewery of St Mars of the Desert. That is a mouthful, isn't it, really? A bit like the beer. Would I buy you again? Well, I bought one yesterday, just to try. It's a brewery I've never tried before, and I paid £4.85 for it, I think, from Otter's Tears in Burslem, in jolly old Stoke-on-Trent. And I think I've got good value for money here. I know Phil recommended it and said it's a great beer, so I thought I'd give it a try, because he knows his onions. And he's not wrong. For £4.85, I think it's a bit of a bargain for what you're getting. You're getting a big, thick, juicy body. You're getting, hops and more hops. And it's just really, really tasty and juicy. So would I buy it again? I would. Would I rush out and buy it again? I would. Now, yes, it's a 440ml can, and it's £4.85, so it's a bit more than the likes of the things that you would get in Tesco for £3. But, and here's the big but, you get an awful lot more in it. You really do. So I would rush out and buy it again. So, the question is, how much more than a 4 will it get? Well, it's hoppy. It's got a bit of bitterness. It's got juice. It's got haze. It's got everything that makes a New England IPA good. And then some. So, I'm going to give Clamp 4 3/4 out of 5, and the reason I'm not giving it a full 5 is because I would like just a touch more bitterness in there, just to give it a little bit of punch behind that lovely hop profile, and just sort of balance out that juiciness just a little bit. But like I say, it's absolutely brilliant value for money. And on that note, I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of this and say to you all, this has been The Beer. I've been Nick, and I'll see you again soon in another video.